All right, hey guys, here we are back for another guide. This is going to be for hole number 3. And let's see, take a look here at what we got. What I'm going to typically recommend that you guys do is use a QB. I'm assuming most of you guys are an expert, probably have a QB 10. That's the way that I recommend. I only have a QB 8. It's a little bit more lazy on the top spin, so I didn't bring it. And we're not going to go that way. And the biggest reason is I want to try to get a little bit more aggressive. With only 4 topspin, I'm not going to be able to get to the top of that fairway very easily. It's much easier to do with like 5. So we're going to use Apocalypse. Typically, the accuracy isn't a big deal. If you catch a great ball, as long as your ring play is pretty sound, with as much curl that you can play, you're going to keep it well out of this bunker. You can see my opponent didn't really curl it as much, and that's the only reason that he's kind of getting that bunker into play. So I'll never have to worry about that. And that's why you can see here where we're able to land. And as I mentioned, 5 topspin is a little bit better than 4. And that's the primary reason that you're seeing me do it like this. So I can just aim here and over curl. Now on the last hole, I made a ring mistake with my rings. I'm only going to pull 3.5 this time. So this is going to be much more in line with what I should be doing. And you can see plenty of curl, even with the great ball to the left. You know, it's not going to be exactly where I want it because I like to get it more over to the right. However, with the great ball left, with all that curl, you can see it's not really a factor that we're going to be in trouble. But you can see I'm much closer to my opponent than I want to be. I really wanted to get that perfect ball, get that well over to the right. Even a great ball to the right would have been probably a better shot than what I did. So 2 good misses there were perfect ball and perfect ball right. I hit perfect ball left. And it kind of just going to kind of cheat me to an angle that I really don't want to be. It does make this shot just a little bit harder. You'll see that I have to cut more left spin than I would have to do otherwise. So you'll see I'm going to use a lot of left spin. I try to keep that as minimal as possible because the more you deflect that ball guide to the side, the more error that you create. I feel like it's a little bit easier if you can only use 1 or 2 left spin. It's a much easier shot to try to get this going online. However, both ways are going to be makeable, so it's not a deal breaker. And you can see with where we are, we're still going to be okay technically. So first thing that you'll want to do is you'll want to size this up. I'm a little bit towards min club here, so we're going to make sure that we are factoring that in. But as I mentioned, I'm going to have to go just a little bit more. And you can see with what I'm doing with my ball guide offset. You can also see that as I change this, the pitch is kind of like all these different spots here are kind of leading to different ball guides. So you do need to be a little bit careful, and mastering that ball guide offset is going to be definitely a big key here. So you can also see, you know, I may be pulling, since this is a headwind, I'm going to just pull, and that's probably what, 7.2, 7.3 rings here, because we are close to min-ish club. But also note that I was kind of pulling just a little bit, and it looks like that's offline just a bit. And, you know, as I mentioned, it does make it just a little bit tougher when you have to have all that left spin. You know, I'm trying to predict ball guide offset. I also may have been just a little bit heavy on my ring adjustment. Even at 7.2, it may be just a fraction too much. Maybe 6.9 would have been a better ring adjustment, but I also may have been just a little bit heavy on my ball guide offset too. So this is something that you can just try to hone in on and work on. You know, always try to figure out, you know, where am I towards min club? And you'll just want to try to repeat and hone in on that the best as you can. The more trials that you get, you know, this is only my first look at this. So the more times that you get, the better you should be able to get to hone in on it. So good luck with that hole, and I will see you guys momentarily on number 4.